My name is Katrina Johnson. I am the program manager for DRABPE.
My name is Monique Hughes, and I'm the newest board member within DRABPE.
Hi, I'm Sylvan Murray. I'm the treasurer for DRABPE.
My name is Dane Lawrence. I'm the president of DRABPE.
My name is Sunil Spencer, and I'm one of the founding board members of DRABPE, and I also lead the Women's Initiative Subcommittee.
My name is Susan Blake, and I'm a board member of DRABPE. I've been involved with DRABPE for the past 2.5 years.
DRABPE stands for Durham Region
Association of Black Professionals and Entrepreneurs. That's who we are.
DRABPE is mission-driven.
That means that we are unifying as a collective to make sure that we can empower and embrace resources and supports in the local community, from the government, from each other, to strengthen each other's individual businesses.
We are an organization that helps entrepreneurs, and these organizations we're helping are all small businesses that need that step up.
It's community involvement. It's a resource for Black professionals and entrepreneurs. It's a networking organization.
There's a lot of growth happening in Durham. One of DRABPE's focus is highlighting that and highlighting the professionals that are here that need support.
The importance of DRABPE as an organization in Durham is to fulfill its mission, where it provides education to the youth empowerment, I would put it, community engagement and advocacy, networking for the professionals that are the Black professionals that is in DRABPE.
We prioritize having financial tools and resources, actually providing people with their own assets as well as DRABPE assets to provide tools to strengthen their business acumen.
DRABPE is being a beacon, and that's my future plan anyway, to be a beacon in the Durham region for Black professionals, for youth, and for the community involvement.
I always like the thought that live and work in the community and serve within the community that you live in. Well, we spend so much time commuting that we're not really having much time to congregate, to find reasons to network.
A lot of times we are having to leave the region for help. And oftentimes the place that people want to go is Toronto.
Black entrepreneurs in Durham primarily are facing limitations to access our communities, which are generally in the Greater Toronto area versus Durham Region.
When I started my business, a lot of resources were not locally. I could find it in Toronto, I could find it in the US, but I was looking for something that was home to me.
We always look to other regions to identify what we wanted as business owners. Why couldn't we do it out here?
So we began expanding the community knowledge of one another here, brick by brick.
As a business owner, I needed some things to help me grow. And those things, we could feed off each other. I needed an accountant or a lawyer or somebody who could help me set up a website. Those are things that I didn't want to run into Toronto to do. I needed somebody in the Durham region to help me build that.
Prior to 2017, before DRABPE came about, there was no forum, as it were, for Black businesses and entrepreneurs, or even Black community to get together. So DRABPE has satisfied that need and is creating that niche within the community.
Absolutely.
Some of the gaps that DRABPE is bridging just has to do with the supports for entrepreneurs within the regions.
There's a longing, I think, within Durham for Black people to have a venue and an opportunity to get together and just see each other, see and be seen. Prior to DRABPE, there wasn't that opportunity. Now there is. Our directory is something like a Yelp for Black businesses. That's where if you want a contractor of some sort, a lawyer, a doctor, you can go to our directory and see that there are Black professionals available to do the services that you're looking for.
As an entrepreneur, I think some of my needs were just finding out where to start, who my audience is, what my niche is, and I had to do a lot of just searching on my own. At that time, an organization like DRABPE was around, I definitely would have found out a way to use it and be able to get the tools that I would need to grow from it.
DRABPE members are movers and shakers.
It feels like in the room when we get together that we're trying to do something new.
DRABPE is impactful. It's making changes in the Black youth community, in the health community, and also in the networking community.
The Women's Initiative Committee, we just hosted our very first DRABPE-sponsored event where we were compiling experts to come and share the resources with women in our communities who want to strengthen their businesses and plug into what they can do to better their own supports for their businesses as well.
So Future Founders is a program for Black youth within the Durham region. It's a program where we help propel them into their next steps. So they get to work with different Black professionals, earn a micro-credential, connect with other members of the community and other youth their age.
I look to the next generation as the legacy of the type of work that we're doing, when we graduate that next group from the youth program, that makes it worth it.
Some of them come into the program, they're not sure what their next steps are going to be, and they have found clarity by doing the program.
When you figure out your why as an entrepreneur, then it's so much easier to see the full vision.
And we see some of them come in, they're entrepreneurs, or they've got ideas for entrepreneurship, and they're able to launch that by the time that they're out of our program. Being able to be a part of change in the same community that I grew up in is really important to me.
In the framework of community, we're able to make sure that the demographic that we're looking to support is aware that we're here.
I've seen the power of community show up in many ways through networking events where the exchange of a card generates an opportunity.
I see as just more visible within the community. You know, it's almost like a household name, like how we know certain organizations. We're like, hey, you know, we're just a staple in the community.
I see greatness, I see expansion, I see political motion, financial support, and a greater scale of revenue and resource being poured through us and funneled out to businesses, birthing new businesses, new graduates in our programs.
DRABPE is the one-stop organization for Black businesses and professionals in Durham,
The go-to place for Black organizations, professionals, and to get resources.
where they come for advice, for mentoring, for any resource that they need.
We are the Durham Region Association of Black Professionals and Entrepreneurs.